Next month, I'm getting engaged to Victoria.
Congratulations. After all these years of biding your time, you're finally getting what you wanted.
Lexi, are you really happy for me?
How could I possibly be happy? I've stood by you for 12 years. You promised you'd marry me!
I just returned to the family. My footing isn't secure yet. I need Victoria's family to back me. If I marry you, I'll never be able to hold on to the heir seat for the rest of my life.
But if you behave, I won't abandon you.
Then let me go. Tomorrow I'll submit my resignation and leave Manhattan.
Have you forgotten? Your mother is still lying in the ICU, costing hundreds of thousands a month. If you dare walk away, I'll cut off all payments immediately. She won't even make it through tonight.
Julian, you're despicable! Using my mother to threaten me!
Because I can't bear to lose you, Lexi.
As long as you stay by my side obediently, as my secret lover, nothing will happen to her.
Victoria's insanely jealous! If you make me your mistress, she'll rip me to shreds!
She's not that petty.
Julian, how did you become like this?
Mum, he looks so pitiful. He's soaked through, shivering the whole time.
I heard he's the Vanderbilt family's illegitimate son. Abandoned the moment he was born, left outside with no one to care for him or want him.
Illegitimate? So his family doesn't want him? Mom, can we take him home? It's too cold out there. He'll freeze to death.
All right, we'll do as you say. We'll take him home. From now on, we're his family.
Why are you crying? I don't have a choice, Lexi. Victoria's father controls 3 board seats. Marrying her brings me one step closer to that position.
So I mean it, Julian. Congratulations. After all these years of lying low, enduring so much humiliation, you finally made it to this day.
That's exactly why I need you by my side. You know I was abandoned as a child. Being a bastard made me an outcast. When I returned to the family, none of those so-called relatives accepted me. They treated me like an outsider, didn't even spare me a second glance.
I'm gonna drag down every person who ever stepped on me. Stay with me, please.
So the first step of your climb to the top is to throw away 12 years of love and me?
All these years, I've been taking care of Julian while looking after my mother, buried in menial tasks day after day, stuck in a lowly assistant's job with barely a cent saved. What am I supposed to do?
Careful.
It's you?
I'll wrap it up for you. Then it won't hurt anymore.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Did the coffee spill on your clothes?
You've been burned. I have ointment in my office. Come with me.
That's not necessary.
Lexi, what are you doing?
Alaric, it's been 3 years. You're finally back from Europe. Alaric, Julian's half-brother from the legitimate marriage, the rightful first heir to the Ashfield group. So he's been away from New York for 3 years. No wonder I've never seen him at the company.
She burned herself on the coffee. I'm taking her to get it treated.
No. She hasn't finished her work yet. She needs to deal with that first.
Victoria is watching, you know. Do you really want to make a scene in front of your fiancé?
Your arm. Your name is Lexi?
Yes,
During my 3 years in Europe, I reviewed several proposals from your department. Which ones did you work on?
almost all of them.
The seating arrangement for the charity gala, was that your doing?
Yes.
Very clever. You seated all the difficult board members by the windows, gave them face while keeping them far enough apart to avoid any sparks.
You are very meticulous. Keeping you in PR is a waste.
Mr. Alaric, I think the ointment is all applied. Mr. Alaric, have we met before?
Why do you ask?
I just feel like I have seen you somewhere before.
My father sent me to Europe 3 years ago. I only returned last week. Today is the first time I have seen you at the company.
I should get back to work. Thank you, Mr. Alaric.
I have finally found you.
What are you doing?
What did Alaric want with you?
Nothing. He just gave me some ointment for the burn.
He called you into his office, kept you there alone for 15 minutes, just for that? Did he touch you?
Of course not.
The eldest son of the Vanderbilt family seeks you out for a private moment just to apply ointment? Do you think I'm an idiot?
It's not what you think.
I know that look he gave you all too well. Ever since I was a child, those people looking down from above, that's the exact look they gave anything that was mine. If they wanted it, they took it.
Julian, calm down.
How can I calm down? Was he touching you like this in there?
Look me in the eyes and say that.
No.
Lexi, don't push me. I'm capable of anything. You need to behave or I'll have your mother's ventilator turned off tonight. Do you want to test me?
Please, no.
So remember who you belong to. Say it.
I'm yours.
From now on, if you see him, walk the other way. Don't talk to him alone. Don't smile at him. Don't let him touch you.
I understand.
Julian, not here. This is your office. Someone could walk in at any moment.
If I ever find out you've taken even one step towards Alaric on your own, I will kill you.
Julian, what happened to you?
You made me this way.
Miss Victoria, I heard you spent quite a while in Julian's office today. Mr. Julian just gave me some work to do. Work? Then what's up with that jacket? I remember you weren't wearing that this morning. Coffee spilled on the one I was wearing, so I changed. Coffee spill? Or are you trying to cover something up? Chloe, don't say that. She's been a low-level assistant for years. Being clumsy is just who she is. But I am really curious. When you walked out of Julian's office this afternoon, your hair was a mess and your lips were swollen. What exactly were you two doing in there? It's not what you think. What could someone like you possibly have that Julian sees? You've got some skills, don't you? Miss Victoria asked Mr. Julian to fire you, and he refused. I heard your mother was a maid too? A whole family of low-class whores. I may be a whore, but I'm a whore Julian actually cares about. Meanwhile, you're the proper rich heiress, and Julian won't even look at you. You're pathetic. Hurts. You took this slap for him. If he truly cared about you, he'd rush over to protect you right now. But he never showed up, huh? This slap is to teach you to know your place. Stay away from him from now on. It's better for everyone. How did you get in?
I've had it since the day you moved in for the swelling.
No.
She's always been heavy-handed.
You just stood there and watched.
I couldn't stop her in front of all those people.
So you just stood there and watched your fiancé slap me across the face? Julian, I've been by your side for 12 years, and you couldn't even manage to say stop?
I need her. I can't afford to offend her over something this trivial.
I'm the one who got slapped, and to you that's trivial?
Lexi, try to understand. I'm not marrying her for love. I'm marrying her for the support.
Once you've secured it, then what? Keep me as your secret mistress for the rest of my life? Julian, let me go.
Not this again.
Then what do you want from me? You want your engagement, your marriage, your status? I can put up with all of that. But she hates me to the bone. She hit me today. Tomorrow she'll kill me. I'm begging you, let me go, please. I just want to live.
No. Let go of you so you can run to Alaric?
I haven't. I've never thought about going to anyone else. I just don't want to be your secret lover anymore. I don't want to live without any dignity.
You're always meant to be mine. Lexi, don't even think about running. Your mother is still in the ICU. Without me, you can't even protect her.
You use my mother against me every single time. Have you forgotten how much she cared for you back then? I was such a fool, getting my mom to save someone like you. Get out! Don't touch me!
Put this on. Don't walk around with that slap mark on your face. My engagement ceremony with Victoria at 3 this Friday afternoon. Be there on time. Don't think about running. I can find you, and I can find your mother. Next time, it won't just be a slap.
Julian, have you looked at her long enough?
I was looking at the guests.
What kind of guest is she? If you hadn't insisted, she wouldn't even be allowed through those doors.
Miss Victoria, Julian spent more time looking at you today than at me, his actual fiancée. You're quite the operator, aren't you? What exactly are you trying to say? Since you're so good at seducing men, why don't you do Julian a favor and go seduce Alaric? I won't. Do you know who the majority shareholder is of that private hospital where your mother is staying? Me. You think your mother can survive on the scraps Julian pays for her medical bills? Lexi, that ventilator in the ICU? I can keep it running or I can make it go quiet. What gives you the right? Whatever Julian gives you, I can take away at any time. He can protect you, but he can't protect your mother. At that hospital, from the dean down to the attending physicians, everyone answers to me. Of course, if you help me, once it's done, I'll keep my word. I'll give you money, transfer your mother to a better care facility, and let you take her and leave Manhattan forever. Disappear. Julian will never know about any of this.
What do you want me to do? That's more like it.
There's a ballroom dance segment at the engagement party tonight. Alaric doesn't have a partner. Go ask him to dance. And then, make sure he remembers you. I'll handle the rest. If I do this, will you really let me go? I keep my word. Besides, I can't wait to be rid of you either.
Alaric, why are you standing here all alone?
I am not much for dancing.
That won't do. I know you need a dance partner, so I brought one especially for you.
It is you.
Mr. Alec,
Go on. Do not spoil everyone's fun.
Would you?
fine. You are hurting me. Thank you. I have not danced in a long time.
You are very talented. You got the footwork wrong in at least 3 places. Alaric must have had a hard time leading you.
If you can't dance, then don't. Making a fool of yourself on the dance floor, it's not just your own face you're losing.
Julian, she danced beautifully. My assistant doesn't need your assessment.
She's your assistant, not your property. Don't listen to him. You're the best dance partner I've ever had. If you're willing, I'd love to ask you for the next dance too.
Julian, you bastard! You destroyed my company, drove my wife to her death. Today you pay with your life!
Dying for me is an honor.
12 years of love, and you repay me by shoving me in front of a bullet.
Lexi, are you okay? You're hurt. I'll get a doctor right away.
The assassin's been subdued.
Professional hitman. Preliminary questioning. The target is uncertain.
Take him away. I'll interrogate him personally.
Yes, sir.
Lexi, thank you for what you did back there.
Thank me, I didn't do anything.
When that bullet came through the darkness, if you hadn't been standing in front of me, I might have been hit.
I remember you work at Ashford Group, right?
Yes, I'm an assistant in the PR department.
Your crisis management skills are exceptional. It's a waste keeping you in PR. I want to transfer you to my side as my special assistant. Position and salary both doubled.
No.
I was asking her, not you. She's my assistant. Her contract is with the PR department. Any transfer requires my approval. Julian, I'm the vice bearman of the group. Personnel transfers don't require approval from a department director.
Alaric, she's not good enough. She can't handle important work. Moving her to your side will only slow you down.
Every project in the PR department has completed over the years. I collaborated on all of them. What gives you the right to say I'm not capable?
That was your job.
Fine, my job. Then let me tell you right now, I'm not asking for a promotion or a raise. I only want one thing. I quit.
I don't accept your resignation. Lexi, report to my office next Monday. Your position will be my chief special assistant at triple your current salary.
Mr. Alaric, I really just want to leave.
You can leave him without leaving the company. Ashford Group isn't just Julia. Alaric, you're challenging me. I'm just protecting a valuable employee. The North District acquisition. The board rejected your proposal last week. What if I told you I can get it back on the agenda and vote in favor? Would you still think trading an assistant for this project isn't worth it?
I don't want it back on the agenda. I want it passed, plus full hiring and firing authority over all 3 North District factories.
Deal.
Fine. Legal will follow up with you on the contract tomorrow. You're right. You're not good enough. Go learn something from Alaric and don't embarrass me.
One North District project and you just handed me over. Julian, did you ever even see me as a person?
Let me take you to get that wound treated first.
Goodbye, Julian. Miss, is the water temperature okay?
Yes, it's fine. But you don't need to be here. I can manage on my own.
Mr. Alaric instructed us to take good care of you. You're injured. You shouldn't be doing things yourself. What exactly does Alaric want? Bringing me to his home, having a bunch of maids attend to me? We've only met a few times. Is he being nice to me, just for ulterior motives? Where's Mr. Alaric?
Mr. Alaric is handling some matters in his study. He said he'd like to see you once you're done bathing.
See me? It's already late at night. What does he want to see me for?
I'd like to soak a bit longer. You can leave for now.
Mr. Alaric, you can't.
You shouldn't soak too long with that wound. I came to check if you'd passed out.
I didn't pass out. Please get out.
Are you afraid of me?
No. You're a gentleman. You wouldn't take advantage of someone in a vulnerable position.
Who told you I'm a gentleman? How did you get this?
Just an old injury.
It's a knife wound. How did you get it?
Young Master Julian, someone sent you a word. Your existence keeps a lot of people up at night.
Who sent you?
You don't need to know. You'll find out soon enough on the other side.
What am I supposed to do if you die?
Didn't you say your life belongs to me? I'm just keeping it safe. Maybe this scar will let me escape him forever.
Maybe this scar will let me escape him forever.
Was it him?
Yes. He doesn't like it when I defy him. This scar was a lesson. I've wanted to leave him for a long time. It's just, I have nowhere to go.
So you came to be by my side? To get away from him?
Yes.
But being an assistant won't protect you. Julian has 100 ways to pull you away from me. You saw that yourself today. Unless
what?
Unless you're not my assistant, but my...
There really is no such thing as kindness without strings attached. Alaric, what do you want from me? My gratitude? My loyalty? Or me?
Can you let me take care of you?
Do I really have to trade my body to escape one cage, only to walk into another?
Lexi.
Your wound shouldn't be in water too long. The maid will help you dress. Get some rest.
Good night, Lexi.
Alaric actually stopped when I said no. He's nothing like Julian. But we barely know each other. Why is he so kind to me? What does he want? And yet, somehow I almost want to trust him.
Come in. The board wants to review the Southeast Asia project. Your team's report has 3 data discrepancies. All right. Lexi, 2 coffees.
Yes, Mr. Vanderbilt.
Is your arm still hurting today?
Much better. Thank you for asking.
Don't push yourself. Let others handle some of these works.
Looks like you are quite pleased with his new assistant. Very pleased. Lexi is the most capable assistant I've ever had.
Guess you've never had a decent assistant before.
Mr. Julian Vanderbilt, your coffee.
How does it feel, being Alaric's assistant? Better than being at my side?
You're hurting me.
Let her go. She's mine. I'm not trying to take her from you. Are you done? Then let's get to the point. When's your wedding with Victoria?
The 18th of next month.
Congratulations.
About the data, have your team recheck it by tomorrow. I'm leaving now.
Does it hurt? Even if it hurts, remember this. Julian was the one who left you. This isn't your fault.
The Southeast Asia project budget has been rechecked. The corrected figures are on page 3 of this report. Mr. Vanderbilt?
This is the invitation to Julian's wedding next month. You'll come with me. Lexi. Sad?
No.
Then what's this?
Julian's held back for his own consideration so he wouldn't marry you. But I will. Lexi, will you marry me?
I don't deserve this.
Don't deserve it?
Alaric, you deserve better.
You're the one who deserves it most.
Alaric, finally you're here. And this is?
My girlfriend, Lexi Solomon.
Wow, Alaric, you've been hiding her well. Such a beautiful girlfriend. Why'd you wait so long to introduce her?
Didn't want you to scare her off.
Here, a toast to Alaric and Lexi. May you two tie the knot soon.
Your brother moves fast, just days and he's bringing her out. But whatever, she's his girlfriend after all.
Awake. It's only been a few days since you left me, and you're already parading around with Alaric, showing up at my wedding like a pair of newlyweds.
Julian, you're married now. Why won't you leave me alone?
You know why I can't let you go. Because I'd rather destroy you than see anyone else lay a finger on you.
Since you insist on defying me, I'll smash your face in.
Julian! Open the door! I know you're in there!
I'm counting to 3. If you don't open up, I'll blow this door down.
Are you okay?
Alaric.
You took her from me on your wedding day and chained her up in a place like this. What do you mean? Alaric. She's only been with you for a few days and she's already yours?
You knocked her out and took her right under my nose. That's an insult to me.
Julian! Are you insane? Today's our wedding day. You left me standing alone at the altar. Do you have any idea how many people were laughing at me? You again! Lexi! You're nothing but a slut! Stealing my fiancé wasn't enough. Now you have to ruin my wedding too. Let go of me! It's this whore!
Victoria, listen carefully. What happened today has nothing to do with you. I'm the one who should settle the score with Julian. Julian, over the years, you wanted the PR department, I gave it to you. You wanted resources, I approved them. Those things, I don't care about them.
But she's different. She's my bottom line. And today you crossed it.
What? Done playing the dutiful son in front of father, so you came here to throw your weight around? What are you so smug about? Father only put you in that position because of your mother's family influence. Once I no longer need Victoria's family to hold my ground, do you really think father will spare you a second glance? You know exactly how much support you have on the board. The Southeast Asia project failure, you sat on it for 3 months without reporting it. He doesn't know, but I do. You think father is testing me? No. He's waiting for me to figure out when to remove you from that position.
Go ahead and try.
Julian, watch your step.
You can't take her away.
Move. No. Today is your wedding. You abandoned your bride to come steal my woman. Julian, what the hell do you want? Lexi is very important to me. You know that. Lexi, do you want to stay?
No. I don't want to stay.
You don't want to? Doesn't matter. Alaric, here's the complete audit data for the Southeast Asia project. The key evidence for those 3 swing votes on the board. You took her from me just to force me to hand this over, didn't you?
So Alaric was using me too. I'm just a piece in their game between brothers all along.
I'm giving it to you now, on one condition. Lexi leaves with me. Lexi, what do you want? If you say no, no one can take you away. Lexi, your mother is still lying in the ICU. You should know I can keep her safe and alive, or make sure something unfortunate happens to her.
I'll go.
Pleasure doing business, brother. Do you think Alaric is an idiot? He's held his own against the entire family alone. How could he be some simple fool? You think you used him? Wrong. He used you. He took you from me solely to pressure me into releasing the data. Now that he has it, you're back with me. He pulled this off without lifting a finger, and now I'm on the back foot again.
I'll take it. At least in those few days, he never hit me, never cursed at me, never threatened my mother's life.
Julian, you can't even be bothered to pretend. You're in no position to criticize him.
I really want to kill you. If you were dead, I wouldn't have a weakness anymore. No one could use you against me and I wouldn't have to do any more stupid things for you.
Julian, do you love me? If you love me, why did you make me your mistress? Why did you let Victoria hit me and humiliate me? Why did you push me in front of a bullet?
That doesn't prove I don't love you.
You don't love me at all! Because you've never treated me like a human being! You just see me as some disposable accessory!
Does he really care about you? If he cared so much, how did you end up back with me? After he got the data, he couldn't even be bothered to look at you. You've only ever been a pawn to Ike me.
Let me make this clear. Even if you die, it will be in my arms. Don't expect Alaric or anyone to come to your rescue. Nobody can save you.
He's right. Alaric is just using me too. Julian controls me. Mom's in the ICU. I don't even have the right to die. Alive, I'm a pawn. Dead, I'm gossip. In this lifetime, have I ever lived a single minute for myself?
I want freedom. Not freedom inside another cage. I'd rather end my own life than that. At least this time, the choice is mine.
What are you doing?
Now, you can't control me anymore.
Lexi! Lexi! Look at me! Look at me!
Is this what freedom feels like?
You can't die. Do you hear me? I never gave up on you. Never. 12 years. I spent 12 years trying to become worthy of you, waiting for the day I could marry you. You can't die. Lexi! Don't close your eyes! Do you hear me?
How are you feeling?
Save your fake concern.
Lexi, you worked under me in the PR department for 3 years. You handled all the accounts for the Southeast Asia project, the personnel roster for the Northern District factories, and those shady brochure fees. Did you tell Alaric about any of it?
So all the trouble you went through to get me back, it wasn't because you couldn't bear to lose me. It's because you were afraid Alaric would pry that information out of me and kick you off the board.
Julian, I've been by your side for 12 years. I thought at least for one moment you truly didn't want to lose me. But in the end, I still mean less to you than your position.
Don't worry, I didn't tell him anything. Not because I wanted to protect you, but because I never even knew just how dirty the things you've done really are.
I heard our assistant is recovering here. I've come to check on her. Oh dear. How did you get so badly hurt? How pitiful.
What are you doing here?
I came to visit you. That stab really scared Julian out of his wits. When he carried you into the emergency room, I'd never seen him like that. You'd hurt yourself just to get Julian's attention. Too bad you didn't actually manage to finish the job. Bring it here. I had someone stew this for you. Nourishing. Here, have a little. Not drinking? I can feed you.
Enough. She needs rest. Get out.
Julian, get this through your head. I'm your wife. This woman nearly destroyed my wedding, and now you're protecting her?
Fine, I'm leaving.
Oh, still alive? I'm talking to you. Didn't you hear?
What do you want to say?
What do I want to say? I have to say that stab was masterfully done. You get yourself hospitalized. Julian's so torn up he won't even come home anymore. You really do have a way with things.
I stabbed myself, not him. It's none of your business.
None of my business? You seduced my husband, wrecked my wedding, and now you're living in my house and you say it's none of my business?
I don't want to fight with you.
Let me leave, and I'll walk out right now. Leave? You think you can just go? Julian's locked you up like a canary in a cage. Even the windows are bolted shut. Where exactly do you think you can run? Victoria, you hate me, I know. But have you ever thought about this? Without me, Julian wouldn't even give you a second glance. Marrying him, it was just a move in your father's game. What's the point of fighting over a man with me?
Who the hell do you think you are talking to me like that?
Lay a single finger on me and I'll make sure Julian exposes every last thing about you and your father. You think I don't know? All the kickbacks your father took on that Southeast Asia project, Julian has the ledgers.
You wouldn't dare.
I've already stabbed myself in the gut. You think I wouldn't dare? Lexi, you think you've won? I'm pregnant. Julian's child. 2 months now. Tell me, do you think he'd throw you out for this baby?
Pregnant? She's carrying Julian's child.
What's this? Heartbroken? Disappointed? Just how important did you actually think you were to him? A housekeeper's daughter? What could you possibly have to compare with me? I'm gonna have this child, and when I do, you'll be a complete and total outsider. Julian will settle down with me for the baby, and you'll be nothing.
Lexi! Why did you push me? Even if you hate me, you can't hurt my baby.
What's wrong?
I just wanted to talk to her. She said she didn't want to live. I tried to persuade her, and she suddenly pushed me. Julian, I'm pregnant. Our baby.
What did you say?
I'm pregnant. 2 months along. I was gonna surprise you.
I didn't push her. She did it herself.
Enough. Lexi, what's become of you?
Fine. If he's already decided I did it, then I'll own it. The more he cares about this child, the more he'll fear me staying here. If I say I'll keep going after her, he'll throw me out for sure. Right, this is the only way.
She's carrying a child and you could actually do this? You were never this kind of person before.
Yeah, I pushed her. And it's not just this time. Every single day you keep me locked up here, I'll strike again. You'd better throw me out right now, or next time, it won't be just a push.
You dare touch my child. You know what I hate most? I hate when you disappoint me.
What are you doing?
You want to hurt my child? I'll show you what real pain feels like.
This cut is to remind you who's the master of this house.
I hate you!
Alaric,
Alaric, what wind blows you here?
Passing by, thought I'd come see my sister-in-law. Congratulations on the wedding.
The wedding was ruined. You call that happiness?
Is Julian not here?
He went out on business. Whatever you need, you can tell me.
Board's supplementary agreement on the Southeast Asia project. Needs Julian's signature. Was going to have my assistant deliver it, yet I'm here. A few clauses need explaining in person. Better to wait until he's back?
This thick?
That's why I said I'd wait. When will he be back?
I don't know. An hour or two, maybe?
Then I'll wait here. Perfect timing, actually. Could I get a coffee? The drive was a bit tiring.
Pour Mr. Alaric Vanadillic a cup of coffee.
Lexi, what happened to your leg?
She tripped? Isn't that right, Lexi?
By the way, Victoria, isn't there a copy of last year's board resolution on divid abrication in the upstairs study? I need to verify a figure.
I don't know. Why are you asking?
Just verifying. Julian mentioned before that the resolution's in the second drawer on the right in the study. Could you do me a favor and find it?
I'll be right back.
You look thinner.
You sent her away on purpose just to tell me that?
He did this?
None of your business.
Let me take a look.
Don't touch me.
Lexi, I'm not gonna hurt you.
That's what all of you say. But look where we are now. What makes you any different from Julian? He hurt me, you used me, you're all the same.
You think I was using you?
Weren't you? You got the data you wanted. And me? I'm still here. You said you'd save me, and what happened?
I'm worse off than before.
You're right. I didn't protect you.
There's a new ID and a plane ticket.
Tomorrow's flight to Vancouver. Someone will meet you there, and your mother will be transferred over too.
This time I won't hand you over to anyone. But whether you go or not,
that's your choice.
Alaric. Why are you so good to me?
Because 14 years ago, when a little girl crouched down to bandage my wound, no one told her to do it. She chose to stop on her own.
And today, I came here by my own choice too.
Where's Alaric? Gone already?
Just left.
Crying? What, did Alaric bully you? What's the rush? What's so precious that you're guarding it like treasure?
Vancouver? Trying to run away tomorrow? Alaric really has the nerve to pave the way for you. Give it back to me. Please, give it back.
Run. Dream on.
You think I'd let you go?
Lexi, you're so naive. I kept you here. It was never about Julian. I just wanted you trapped right under my nose, tormenting you day after day, crushing every last bit of hope you had. I'm gonna keep you trapped here, torture you for the rest of your life, and make sure you never escape!
Time to change your bandages.
Alaric came to see you.
Don't you already know? You have people watching the door. You know every minute of when he comes and goes.
He gave you a ticket to Vancouver?
Don't worry. The ticket's gone. Your wife tore it up herself.
Lexi, I don't want to treat you like this. You forced me.
What did I force you to do? Force you to lock me up? Force you to stab me? Or force your wife to rip up my only chance to escape?
You made me lose my mind! You knew exactly Victoria's pregnant with my child, and you deliberately provoked her into coming after you, and then left me stuck in the middle!
She came to me on her own.
Then why couldn't you just do as she says?
How exactly am I supposed to listen to her? Just let her beat me and curse at me? Julian, you're happy now. Your wife is pregnant. You're about to have a beautiful child. Just let me go.
Dream on! I will never allow you to leave me. I'm telling you, even if I die, I'm taking you with me.
Victoria's pregnant. You're about to be a father. Aren't you going to do better by your child?
You've locked me up here, and she hates me. Once she has the baby, what do you think she'll do to me? Do you want your child growing up watching his father keep a woman imprisoned?
Or do you want your child to have a father who's a murderer?
She wouldn't.
She wouldn't?
She tore up my only chance to escape, and you think she wouldn't kill me? Julian, once your child is born, she'll use the baby to force you to choose. Who are you going to pick?
You've got a sharp tongue. Pathetically, every word out of your mouth is just an excuse for yourself. You think I don't know? You can't wait for me and Victoria to be together so you can run off and fly away with Alaric. Don't cry. I still care about you. As long as you behave and stay away from Alaric, I'll let everything go. The ticket's torn, so what? I'll buy you a better one. Wherever you want to go, I'll go with you. You're the most heartless woman I've ever met. I've given you everything, and all you think about is how to run away.
This hypnotic aromatherapy actually works really fast. The ticket's torn up, the new identity is gone. So what? I'm still leaving, with or without them. Even if I have to crawl, I'm crawling out of this cage.
Someone. Mr. Julian collapsed. I need help.
What's going on?
Please. He's on the floor. I can't lift him. Open the door.
You! Stop right there!
Miss, are you okay?
St. Mary's Hospital. Please. My mother is in the ICU. Please hurry.
Miss, do you need help?
ICU. Elaine Sullivan. I'm her daughter. I need to see her.
Just a moment, let me look it up. Miss, your mother, Elaine Sullivan, she passed away a month ago.
I mean, what?
The 14th of last month, 3:20 in the morning. Didn't you receive the notification?
That's impossible. I've been checking the ICU monitoring FATA every day. Heart rate, blood pressure, everything was stable. You must have made a mistake.
Mr. Julian Vanderbilt, the night your mother passed, he came to the hospital in the early hours. He demanded that we continue uploading the ICU monitoring data.
The heart rate and blood pressure you saw, they were all simulated. Your mother, before she was even brought here, she had already... Then this past month, who was lying in that ICU bed? Every time before you visited, we would transfer a critically ill patient with a similar BRIMT into your mother's bed. You were looking through glass, and with all the equipment blocking the view,
You were never up close. This past month, that patient has been there the whole time.
I thought as long as I stayed by his side, Mom would stay alive.
it was all a lie.
Look at that woman. Doesn't she look like the one on the reward notice? Holy shit, it's her! $50,000! Miss, are you Lexi Sullivan? Don't be scared, we're not bad people, we just... Grab her! $50,000 reward! Don't let her get away! Running, huh? Go on, try running.
Stop it.
Who the hell are you? I'm warning you. Mind your own business.
I'm late.
You're her accomplice? Let me tell you, this woman is a fugitive. She stole jewelry, $50,000 reward. You'd better step aside, or we'll take you down too.
This is Alaric Vanderbilt. I'm in the East Alley of St. Mary's Hospital. About a dozen civilians are attempting to unlawfully detain someone under my protection. Send people within 3 minutes. Anyone who takes one more step, I guarantee they'll be sitting in the defendant's seat in court tomorrow.
Fine, you win.
My mom, she's dead. She died a month ago. He lied to me. He used my mom to deceive me for an entire month.
I know.
You knew?
I had someone look into it. Found out 3 days ago, but I couldn't tell you in time. You'd already run off.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Because I was afraid you couldn't handle it. I wanted to get you somewhere safe first, then tell you the truth. But I didn't expect you to run off on your own.
Now you know. Are you still going back to him?
He has my mother's ashes.
I'll help you get them back.
Why are you so good to me?
Because you deserve it.
Sir, we couldn't find her.
Couldn't find her?
We found traces in an alley in the lower city, but someone got there first. They were well trained, we couldn't identify who.
Tear the city apart. Rummage the whole of Manhattan. Bring her back to me alive!
Yes, sir.
Try it. It's my first time making it, might not be very good. Look at the pie, not at me.
The pie's not as pretty as you.
Lexi, I miss your apple pie.
The wound's been treated, but the patient is severely dehydrated and malnourished. She needs rest. As for her emotional state, no more stress.
Understood. Thanks.
He's holding my mother's ashes. I'll never rest until I get them back.
I've already sent people to track down the ashes.
Alaric, have you ever lied to me?
Yes. After I got that data, I could have taken you away immediately. But I hesitated for 2 days. I wanted to see how Julian would treat you. I wanted to be sure you really wanted to leave him.
So you were testing me too?
Yes. That was my fault. I shouldn't have gambled with your safety. Come in.
Sir, we found out. The ones who took Miss Sullivan from that lower city alley were Alaric's men.
The SUV is registered under one of Alaric's companies.
Him again.
He thinks he can hide her? All of Manhattan is my territory. Where does he think he can stash her?
Alaric's estate has its own security system. Our people can't get in. And he is your brother, after all. If we force our way in...
Investigate all properties under Alaric's name, every possible hiding place, and watch every exit of his estate like a hawk. She can't stay inside forever.
Yes, sir.
Lexi, you can't run from me.
Freedom? Your freedom can only be given by me. No one else's counts. Come in. Sir, Julian's acting now. He's got people searching the entire city for Miss Sullivan, especially all properties under your name. Also, he's moved a substantial amount of money, purpose unknown.
How much?
$5 million. Transferred in 3 payments, all through offshore accounts.
Is he hiring someone or buying a hit?
Should we call the police?
Calling the police won't help.
He has no direct evidence against me. Besides, Julian's a madman right now.
Madmen don't care about evidence.
Increase estate security. All personnel coming and going must be logged. And assign Lexi a personal bodyguard, 24/7, never leave her side. Yes, sir.
Julian, this time I'm not backing down.
Come in.
Can't sleep? What's on your mind?
My mom. When she passed, I wasn't there with her. Her whole life, she never had a chance to enjoy anything. Raised me all by herself. Just when she thought she might finally have a few good days, she got sick.
Your mother wouldn't blame you. She would only feel sorry for you.
How do you know?
Because when my mom passed, I wasn't there with her either. Her last words were, "Don't cry. Mom never blame you."
Alaric.
Hmm?
Thank you.
Don't mention it. Get some rest. Tomorrow, there's still a lot to do. Good night.
Good night.
Mom, I think I'm not alone anymore.
Sir, Mr. Alaric Vanderbilt is here. He says he wants to see you.
Let him in. What, come to gloat?
I've come to get something.
What thing?
Elaine Sullivan's ashes. Lexi's mother. She passed away? How did I not know about this? Julian dropped the act. The hospital already told me. You picked up the ashes a month ago.
So what? You're here on Lexi's behalf? Why didn't she come herself? She can't come right now. Give me the ashes. It's her last request. And if I don't,
Then I'll take this file and deliver it to the U.S. Attorney's Office.
what is it?
A full audit report of the hospital's accounts, embezzlement of research funds, falsified medical data, unlawful detention, assault, every single charge is documented. You think this is enough to take me down? Alaric, you're so naive. I have Victoria's father behind me. I have 3 seats on the board. Are you sure they'll still protect you? The Southeast Asia project collapsed, and you hid it for 3 months. If I send this report to every board member simultaneously, how many of them do you think will still stand by you? Julian, I'm giving you one last chance. Give me the ashes. This whole thing, I'll bury it.
You'd turn against me over a woman? What else would I do? Tell her her mother passed peacefully. That's the truth.
Alaric!
Is she okay?
What do you think? You stole her mother from her for a year. No, you lied to her for a year. Do you think she could possibly be okay? Julian, stay away from her, because next time it won't be a file that I bring.
I brought it back.
Mom, I'm sorry.
She can hear you.
Mom, This man, can I try to trust him?
Are you done?
Father, Alaric has gone too far. He not only stole the woman who's been with me for 12 years, he's hiding her even when I sent my people to get her back. His bodyguards blocked them at the gate. Alaric used the FBI to search my estate, all over an assistant. Does he have any respect for the rules? Today he investigates me, tomorrow he'll investigate you. He'd turn on his own brother over a woman. How can someone like that be worthy of being the heir?
So you came to me. What do you want me to do?
I'm asking you. Make him hand Lexi over. Let this be the end of it.
Get Alaric here, now!
Father.
Sit. Julian tells me you used the FBI to search his estate over an assistant. Is this true?
Father, I didn't call in the FBI. Julian brought this on himself. Unlawful detention, falsified medical data, embezzlement of hospital. Someone reported it to the federal prosecutor. I merely provided evidence.
Father, he's lying. He fabricated that evidence.
This is the hospital head nurse's testimony, along with bank statements. Every transaction is documented and verifiable. Father, you're welcome to commission a third-party audit.
You embezzled hospital funds?
Father, that money, I was using it to keep Elaine alive, Lexi's mother.
Elaine passed away a month ago. That money went into offshore accounts. Father, if this gets out, it won't just be Julian's problem. The hospital's donor is the Vanderbilt family. An embezzlement scandal would directly damage the family's charitable reputation.
What do you propose?
I can cover the hole in the Southeast Asia project on one condition. Julian stays away from Lexi forever, and he steps back from core operations at the group, at least until things settle down.
Father, he's exploiting the situation!
Sit down. Julian, you've disappointed me. I brought you into this group because I valued your abilities, not so you could do things like this in the shadows, and certainly not so you could become a liability to the family.
Father.
You will take charge of the Southeast Asia project. Julian's position is suspended temporarily pending the audit results.
Father, you can't. After everything I've done.
I'm not saying you don't get another chance, but in your current state, you're in no position to make any decisions. Go home and reflect. When you've come to your senses, then you can come back.
Alaric, you win.
This woman, is she really worth going this far?
Father, you did plenty of things that weren't worth it. For Mother.
Your mother was worth it. Go. Keep her safe. Don't let Julian stir up any more trouble.
Thank you, Father.
Alaric, you're smarter than your mother. Don't make her mistake. Don't be too soft-hearted.
Alaric, you think you've won? No. This is only the beginning.
Come in.
Investigate the Southeast Asia project's shortfall. Alaric says he can cover it.
I want to see if he actually cans.
Yes, sir.
Alaric, you think freezing me out of my position puts me out of the game? No. I'm just changing the rules. What is it?
I'm gonna see Lexi.
No.
Why not? You haven't even heard what I'm going to say.
I don't care what you're going to do. No. Stay away from her.
Julian, I'm your wife. I'm carrying your child. And you won't even let me go out, all because of some woman?
The fact that you're carrying my child is exactly why you shouldn't go near her. I don't want you having any contact with her.
You mean you don't want me hurting her? You're afraid I'll cause trouble for her?
I said no.
Julian, is she the only one you care about? She got your position frozen. She made you a laughingstock all over the city and you're still protecting her?
None of your business. Stay home, behave yourself, and have the baby. Everything else, don't worry about it.
What am I to you? A baby-making machine?
You married me for your father's business. I married you for your father's vote. There was never any love between us. Isn't that something you've always known?
Well, Julian, remember what you said today.
I won't go looking for her. But don't you forget, she owes me, and one day I'll make her pay it back double.
Lexi, just how much trouble have you caused me?
The car's there. We're heading straight back to the estate.
Miss, please step back.
Lexi, stop right there!
Victoria, what do you want?
What do I want? I want to ask you. You've ruined Julian like this. Are you satisfied?
Julian's situation is one he brought on himself. It has nothing to do with me.
Nothing to do with you? He had his position frozen by his father and was ridiculed by the whole city because of you! And you have the nerve to say it has nothing to do with you?
Miss Sullivan, let's go.
You can't leave! We're settling this today! Let go of me! Do you know who I am? I'm Victoria Puttergell! How dare you touch me!
I don't care who you are. Take one more step and I'll call the police.
Victoria, you hate me, I know that. But the one you should hate isn't me, it's Julian. He's the one who married you without loving you. He's the one who used you as a tool. You know that better than anyone.
Shut up! You don't know anything.
I do know. Because he used me as a tool, too.
You think you've won? No, I won't let you get away with this. Just wait.
You're all bitches.
Julian, you betrayed me! You dare betrayed me!
Sir, we did everything we could. I'm sorry.
Victoria, I'm sorry. I used you. I never loved you. But the day you married me, I really did think I was going to make a good life with you.
Sir, this is a private residence. Please show your appointment confirmation.
Appointment. Tell Alaric his brother is here. Tell him to come out and see me.
Mr. Alaric Vanderbilt says he's not seeing visitors tonight. Please come back another day.
Alaric! Get out here! You stole my woman, and now you won't even let me through the door?
Sir, please step back or we'll be forced to take action.
Lexi! Come out! You think you're safe hiding in there? Let me tell you, Victoria is dead. She's dead! Are you satisfied now?
Julian, go home. The way you're acting right now, you're only making people look down on you.
What gives you the right to look down on me? You've had everything since you were born. Legitimate son, heir, father's love. I had nothing. Every time I managed to grab something, you took it away. And now you've even taken Lexi. Are you satisfied?
You never had her, Julian. You just kept her locked up for too long.
If I can't have her, no one will.
Sir, are you sure you want to do this? This is illegal.
My wife is dead, my child is gone, my position's been frozen, my father won't even look at me. You tell me, what's there to be afraid of about breaking the law? 4 a.m, when security changes shifts, there's a 3-minute window. I want you to take your men over the east wall and bring her out.
What if we run into Alaric's people?
I said get her out by any means. But don't hurt her.
What if she fights back?
Don't hurt her. Do you not understand?
Understood.
Lexi, I'd rather see you dead than living in another man's arms.
Miss Sullivan, the car's waiting at the back door. We'll go out through the side entrance and get straight on the highway.
Bring Mom with us.
Already packed. It's in the car.
Something's wrong. Someone's climbing the wall.
Get back to the room, quick. Lock the door. I'll notify Mr. Vanderbilt.
East side! They're in!
Sir, the estate's been breached. At least 6 men over the east wall. Their target is most likely Miss Sullivan.
I already know. Don't open the door until I get there. There's a gun in the cabin at the end of the 2nd floor hallway. You know how to use it?
I do.
Sir, there are only 3 guest rooms on the 2nd floor. The in-mice room is hers.
Break the door down, gently. Don't hurt her.
Anna! Are you insane? Put the gun
Sir,
down!
please step back, or the next shot won't miss.
Lexi, come home with me.
Lexi, come home with me.
I'm not going. This is my home now.
What did you say? What kind of spell has that man put on you?
Sir, last warning.
You think a gun could stop me?
Come with me.
Julian, you're insane. You're truly insane.
I am insane. I've been insane my whole life. And now, I don't care about anything anymore. I just want you. You've got some fucking nerve showing up here.
Finally dropped the gentleman act, have you?
Alaric, look at you now.
Listen carefully. This is the last time. If you come anywhere near her again, I will kill you with my own hands.
Kill me. There's nothing left for me to live for anyway.
Alaric, let him go.
Julian, look at yourself right now. What have you turned yourself into? You never loved me. You were just afraid of losing the only person who was good to you. Julian, you're a coward.
I I just didn't want you to leave.
The more you didn't want me to go, the farther I went. And now I'm really gone.
Take him out. Turn him over to the police. Trespassing, armed assault, bodily harm. Let the lawyers handle it.
Lexi, if there's a next life, could we start over?
Mom, you're free now, and so am I.
Your mom would have loved it here.
Yeah. She always used to say she wanted to see the ocean. A lake works too.
What's this?
The key to this house in Switzerland, it's yours.
What do you mean?
It means you can come anytime and you can leave anytime. I'm not gonna lock you in.
You always make me cry.
Then cry. I'll be here with you.